Hello students, in this video we are going to understand the concept of spring oscillation and derive a formula or equation known as differential equation of SHM. So first thing we need to understand what is SHM. SHM stands for simple harmonic motion. Now simple actually means the motion along a straight line. Harmonic, which means it repeats itself after equal intervals of time, or it is always in sync. So simple harmonic motion is also known as oscillation. Now as we know, when a body is placed at one position and it moves, say towards right to some distance, then it stops, comes back to the original position, then continues to move towards left for almost the same distance, stops and comes back to its original position. This motion, which is repetitive after equal intervals of time, is called oscillation or simple harmonic motion. Now to understand this in a very simple form, let's understand the oscillation of spring. Let's consider a spring initially placed like this, to which a block is attached. Now this is the natural position of the spring, which means the spring is not forced at all. Okay, so let's mark this position as the mean position of the block. Now if we pull this block away from the mean position, say towards right, we will get the spring something like this. The spring will stretch and the block will be somewhere over here. Which means the particle or the block is displaced towards right by a distance x. Now the moment we release it, the spring will restore its position. Now this is very important. Why does the spring restore its position? Because it has a property known as elasticity, which forces the body to restore its original shape, size and dimension after the removal of deforming force. So you can call this force which we applied to take the body over here as deforming force. The moment you release it, it applies restoring force. So I can say the restoring force will be in this direction. And so I can say the force is opposite to the displacement or to the stretching. Now definitely when the body comes back to its mean position, the body must have attained some velocity because of the force. And now because it has no force at this point, because it is the natural length of the spring, so there is no force at this point, but it has some kinetic energy which has got converted from this point to this point. Now because of that, this body will remain in state of motion by Newton's law, which says unless and until there is an external unbalanced force acting on it, the body remains in the state of rest or in the state of motion. So here the body is in the state of motion. Now because of that, the body moves and say reaches over here. At this point the velocity becomes 0 because the spring is this time compressed against the will. So I can say this time the displacement is in this direction. And so definitely the spring will try to restore its original position by pushing the block back, which means the restoring force will be in this direction. Again, this is happening only because of elasticity. So basically, this block will reach to a new position. You can call this position as the negative extreme. So the initial position from where we started is called the mean position. The first position after the force applied and the body reach is called the positive extreme position, and the final position of the body after the body shows inertia and going ahead with the compression of the spring is called negative extreme position. So now the spring will come back, or the block will come back to its mean position, and again it will have the kinetic energy and no force, which means again it will go on to the positive extreme. And now this motion will keep on happening like this. Now as you can see, it is motion along a straight line, so it's simple. It is repeating after equal intervals of time, and it is in perfect sync with time, which means it is harmonic, and it is a to and fro motion. That's why we can call this as an oscillatory motion or simple harmonic motion. Now to understand the mathematical part of it, we need to understand that force depends on the extension. So I can say force is directly proportional to the extension, but at the same time, extension, if you call it as a displacement, it's a vector quantity, and force itself is a vector quantity, and as you can see, they are in opposite in direction, which means F is not just proportional to x, F is proportional to minus x. So over here we can, when we remove the proportionality sign, we get K as a constant. This K is called spring constant or force constant. And that is constant for a given spring. Now we can say this formula can be rewritten as we know, force can be written as mass into acceleration. So ma can be written as minus kx, and so acceleration is minus k by m into x. Now as we know, the acceleration is single order derivative of velocity with respect to time, and the velocity is the derivative of displacement with respect to time. So this becomes d by dt of dx by dt, which means acceleration can be written as d2x by dt square. So now if I equate them, I get d2x by dt square is equal to minus kx by m. If I take it on the other side, I get this as plus equal to 0. This equation, what you can see over here, is called differential equation of SHM, which means if in any question they ask whether this equation is an SHM or not, this is the equation which will help you to prove whether the given equation is SHM or not. Which means if that particular equation satisfies this condition, only then we can say that equation is SHM. I hope this video helped you and you have understood the concept. Thank you.